What you talking about now, Cine? I don't know, but you're gonna get some nuggets out of it though. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn that bell on. There's a new video series dropping every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the random jam session whenever I'm in my bag. You do not want to miss out. Also, be sure to check out my books, man. The link's in the description below, right along with my vegan class if you're trying to go plant-based and stay plant-based. I'm telling you, it works. Oh, and lastly, be sure to follow me on Instagram at _just_Cine_. The nuggets I don't put over here, I put over there, so you can always get me when you need me. But you ain't really coming for all of that. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out. But my point in that is that the answers they're gonna be there, and like we literally in an age of knowledge now, and that's another thing. So now I can bring it back because now I just opened the door for that. Religion started as the identification from the astrological perspective of the Piscean Age. This is what these shits represent. This is also the point why it's like when they talk about, why I only talk about, mainly Christianity when I focus on religion, because Christianity pretty much gives the most insight to what the tone was, what the tone was set at as the age of belief. You feel what I'm saying? There's this thing called the cosmological astrology. That's what I call it. It has to be a definite name. I just have not found that yet in my research. But it's the cosmological astrology chart. It's like there's a processional for 26,000 years. So first off, let's pay that respect and that credence to our ancestors, for creating and being able to chart 26,000 years. You know how motherfucking phenomenal you gotta be to chart a 26,000 year processional accurately? Peep this, right? So I'm just gonna round the 26,000 to 25 just so I can work with easy numbers and move real quick, right? So the average lifespan is probably what? We'll say 100 years. We'll give 100 years, right? I know back then they probably lived a little bit longer because they were healthy and shit. But let's just say 100 years, right? So one individual can live 100 years, right? So one processional, we're gonna say, as I said, 25,000 years. It's really 26 or roughly about, but we're gonna say 25,000 years, right? In this 25,000 years, there's about 2,100 years per zodiac sign, right? So, in order to find that something is a processional, that means you have to be around for at least 3 times when that shit occurs. You feel what I'm saying? Because the first time is an occurrence, second time can be a coincidence, but we don't believe in coincidences. So the first time is an occurrence, second time is a coincidence, the third time creates the cycle. So at least they had to be here at least 75,000 years prior to the shit being set. You feel what I'm saying? Like you had to consistently sit for 75,000 years, but you have a 100-year time span. That means you pass down the information so fucking raw that the next generation was able to fully map out everything, but then be able to do it for 25,000 years. Now this is going through each astrological zodiac signs. Like I said, it's about 2,100 years per zodiac. You feel me? That's some powerful shit. Like, yo, either you got to be the gods already and you already have this information when you enter this shit, or you took the time and charted this shit. Like forever. It's like, oh shit, this is an occurrence. This is gonna happen at this time. So anyway, within the information that was stolen, like religion and shit, that started every religion starts at BC, 0 BC basically. But that starts the astrological sign of Pisces. You feel me? The age of Pisces started with religion. They go hand in hand. Because you gotta, in that cosmological astrology, it goes counterclockwise as opposed to the clockwise ways it goes. So as we now go Aries, Taurus, Gemini, it went the other way. It went Aries, Pisces, Aquarius. So had the Aries. So religion started at the end of the Aries age, which makes sense why there was a lot of war and conquering at that time, and then it just transitioned on into the Pisces and shit. Like shit makes sense. You feel me when you know that little bit of shit. So the Pisces age started with the birth of Jesus. Like that's what that shit represents. That's why it's for 2,000 years. And it's clues that let you know that it's about Pisces. It's clues. It's clues that let you know, because everything they say, the biggest theme of every religion is faith, just believing. Pisces are believers, bro. Like that whole Pisces energy is about believing. You feel what I'm saying? So when we look at the energy, when we look at what it actually represents, And we're like, oh shit, we're in the age of Pisces. That's how religion was established. But when you're in the age of Pisces, coming out of the age of Aries, shit. That shit goes hand in hand. You tell, it's basically on some Beanie Siegel type shit. Yo, you get down or you lay down. You feel me? So now we're coming off the residual from the Aries age, right? Where war is there. And now we're forcing belief onto motherfuckers, right? We're gonna use war to force belief. What did these religions teach you? Read these motherfuckers, right? Read them front to back and you will see what? You will see that they went over in the name of their God and they slaughtered the people. And they said, you either accept our God or you die.